Hi there, Joka here from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and in this video I'm going to show you the 14 new die sets or dies that we have in the shop today. So let's just jump in. The first one here is called Fruit Salad Background. It's a cover plate that is 4¼ inches, well, it's square, and you can see it's just some geometric design with some fruits here and there for a fun summer design. I made 3 cards with this. Obviously you could create plenty more at the same time because I used several different colors, so I had a lot of leftover. And here, this one, they are pretty much the same, but this blue is done with the inlay technique, so it's completely flat, and the other two I what I call onlay. I added a layer on top, so it's more dimensional, but you will see this in the process video if you watch it. There's gonna be all of the cards that I'm showing here will be in process videos on the channel today. Now the next one is called One in a Melon. This is an A2 size cover plate with some sentiment. The packagings are a little bit, if you can see that, it's a bit crumpled. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't travel well, but I hope that is not a huge problem. I'm just a bit of a perfectionist myself, and then I'm always a bit worried. Okay, so this one, you don't necessarily have to create a melon design with it, obviously, but this was my idea here. So you have the green peel and then the inside of the melon, and then you, of course, you have the seeds, and then we have a sentiment with the shadow die as well. But I think this is a very versatile cover plate because you can just use it for any occasion. You don't have to create any kind of fruit design with it, but it's just a fun idea, I think. And then this one is also an A2 size cover plate, the abstract toucan background, and again, it's a kind of like a graphic design, a retro style, I think, one of my favorites. And you have some fun shapes, again, for the summer. And I created these 6 cards. I think I could have probably created more because I did use more colors. And again, it will be in the process video. Probably it's easier to see there how I made these than explaining it here. You can see that the cover plate itself is A2 size, and then I put it on a 5 by 7 inch card, but that was a little bit big, so now it's 7 inches tall, but it's less wide. And then I added some of the new glitter enamel dots that were released last month, I think, and just to add some interest and texture. They are almost the same size as those little dots. And then this is also a new die set called Modern Alpha, and you will see later, I will show you the die, how it works. But again, the idea there was to be able to create something colorful. And then I also had to make a German die set for all the German customers. I think, well, it's the same font as the other 2 from last month, the English ones, Birthday Sentiments and Gratitude Sentiments. And then this one is going to be a bit of a bigger set, and it's kind of like all occasions, really. These are also with the Modern Alpha die set, and this one here, it works as A and also as V, that one letter. So again, it's for people who like to do puzzles like me. I mean, real puzzles I actually don't like, but that sort of thing, yes. So then this is a 5 by 7 inch cover plate called Hibiscus Background. My idea was to add color with the inside pieces. I actually did not do that, but that was the idea. However, if you love coloring or painting or whatever, then you can just do that to your background. Use any medium watercolor or Copic markers or whatever. But me personally, I don't like to do that. So I would have normally added back some colorful pieces in the background. However, in this case, as you can see, I just layer two of those backgrounds together and I left them simple like that. It works without colors as well. So here we have actually a layering dies that work separately as well as together. This one here, that's the bottom layer that looks like an eyelet design, and then the upper layer is more like a kind of like lace. And then this is how they look when they are separate or layered together. You have the full stitching design on here, but if you layer it together with the other one, then you don't see the stitching. So I'll show you some examples. Here you have both of them layered together. And in fact, I think I probably use 2 layers of the top, just so that you have more dimensional design even. And then the next card, I only added the first layering die. So as you can see, it works perfectly fine on its own. And then on the next card, I just have the second layer, and I actually layered 3 of them together so that it's super dimensional, and I added a color cardstock behind it. And then these alphabets are from the Modern Alpha die set. This is another example with the second layer, and here it's just 1 layer of cardstock, and I actually cut just a piece of the panel, so I have a bit of a white space at the bottom, just for interest. This next cover plate, called Squares Background, is also 5 by 7 inches, and it was designed in a way that it allows for a lot of different colors, which is my favorite. If you, like me, like to do that, then, well, you have the option here. But obviously you can just use white on white, and if you add several layers of that or just one single color, it's also a really nice dimensional, well, textured look. So these two I created at the same time. I actually only wanted to create one, but then I realized that at the same effort, I can fill 2 backgrounds. So here you have the darker shade on the larger square, and here it's in the inside, and really I feel these at the same time. And the difference between these 2 cards is that the one on the left is completely flat, and here on the right I added, I think, 2 layers of the white outline, so it's more dimensional. Then there is the Whirlpool background, also 5 by 7 inches, and you can use this as a kind of like a mono color. I did make a sample with that, or a nice colorful design. So this one here, it's kind of supposed to create a base for my grid design, or like little whirlpools for my penguins. And as you can see, I just used 2 colors, and because there is a really slim lines there, this one is definitely easier if you use the whole panel and glue it all down with like a double-sided tape, and then add more colors on top with what I call onlay technique. Because if you want to do inlay, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to keep the lines in the right position. I don't know how to explain this, but if you check the process videos, then I think you will understand what I mean. In this case as well, I created the whole white background and then added on top all these colorful little whirlpools. And it's actually really quick because you only need one of these with one color. There's 8 sections basically. So to fill all these 6 with 8 colors, then you just have to die cut 8 of these, if that makes sense, because all of them are the same shape. So the yellow you can use for all of the shapes, any shapes on the card. This is really hard to describe, but I think it's probably straightforward if you look at it. Then I had the modern off on it and a German sentiment set. Then there is this just be you die set. It has the letters and the shadow die. Again, it has the possibility to create all these colorful designs. Obviously, if you prefer just one color, that is also an option. I just always like to have the option to add color. So here I die cut the letters a bunch of times, and then you can see that I then mix the letters on both of these pieces, and then here I just use different colors again. And on this one I use just the letters in the same colors as same tones. It's not actually it's the same color but not the same shade. I'm so confused, sorry. But again, I will show you the original idea with that in the process video. Now this next one is a small set called Pears. There's 2 different pears, some leaves, the stems and the little flower. And just for the summer, fruits are always something that I like personally. Actually, summer crafting is my second favorite thing after Christmas, I think. So here are the 2 different pairs, and they are dimensional because I used several layers of cardstock. I always do this, and I love that look. Dimension is important, I think. And here you can see I added some enamel dots and some flowers to fill up the white space. For me, that's too much white space, but I know for some people this would be super busy. But then you also have the option to create a really clean and simple card with just 1 or 2 pairs on the front. Then we have Flippin Fabulous. That are some flip-flops with florals and 2 different sentiments that also come with the shadow dies. Now normally I would add solid dies for whatever, like here the flip-flop is gonna fall apart, and normally I like to add the solid piece as well, but the die set would be so expensive. And I thought that this shape is so easy to fussy cut. So basically you just have to glue this down on another cardstock sheet and then fussy cut it out. I thought this would be simple enough. Again, I will show that in the process video how I did that. And then we have these 2 sentiments: you're Flippin Fabulous and life is better in flip-flops. And then you can create a really colorful flip-flop, or if you prefer just one color. Here I actually didn't I wanted to create a rainbow design, but then I had these papers next to me and they spoke to me. So yeah, on one of them I added a lot of flowers and the others just 2, but obviously you can also just ditch the flowers and create something masculine with masculine colors. I don't know why I don't tend to create masculine cards. It just came to me right this moment. So the U letters are from the Just Be You set, and then these are the two sentiments that come with the Flippin Fabulous set. Now here's the Modern Alpha die set, and as you can see, every letter has a piece that you can die cut from another color and then add it as an extra layer, and this way you have the option to create a two-colored letter. But then if you create a whole text, then obviously you can create a whole different color scheme. Now this is what I meant before. The A and the V are the same die, so instead of 26 letters you have 25 in this set, and this is what they look like. Again, here I used a bunch of different colors as well as here, and if you can see, they are quite dimensional because I also die cut them from heavyweight white cardstock, so I layered them up. In fact, it might have been 2 layers behind the color layer. Here, these are also two-tone, but then it's the same color. And yeah, it's really fun if you like colorful things. And it would be, I think it would be really nice if you created like a whole, like your favorite quote, or a song, something from a song, lyrics, and for your wall. I think, of course, it would take a long time, but I think it would be nice. Now, again, here I used the same alpha. I already showed that to you before, so it just works with that design, I think. Now, the penguin holiday, and by holiday I mean summer holiday, not Christmas. We call it holiday, going on holiday for us is not Christmas holiday. So this is all just a summer set, and there's a piece like some wave, and I used it in 2 different ways on my cards. Now there's this small set that cuts multiple pieces. It has the feet and the beak, and in fact the beak of this duck floaty as well. Those pieces belong together, and then there's another floaty that also you have the option to add multiple colors. And then with the penguin as well, I like to create something that you can use multiple ways. It doesn't always work out, but in this case, you can see there is the flippers. You can use it that way, or that the 2 small pieces. Sorry, those are for the legs, and then this weird oval shape is for when he's chilling on his back. Just so that you have the basic shape that is the same, but still you have 2 different looks. And unfortunately, I didn't create any penguins where it doesn't have the sunglasses on. So I will have to show you here on the back that this is what it looks like without, and then maybe you can see the beak better here, how it's layered up. And then you have the sharks, super simple as well. So yeah, on this first card, this was a 5 by 7 inch design. I added multiple of those penguins. Now, I think I forgot to show the small cards, didn't I? Well, anyway, moving on to this one. This is the large Einfach so die set for German-speaking customers. You can create 9 different sentiments with this, and then you also get the shadow die, so you can create 2 different looks. So back to this. This one it means invite I thought this would be fun for a pool party. And yeah, I mean, if you have a pool, not like I do, but I just thought it would be fun for that. And there are a few cards that I use the German sentiments on. This one here, Feel Erfolg, basically success, good luck. Now I'm really drawing a blank. Anyway, so you have a bunch of different ones, shorter, longer. This one is the longest here. I will show you in a second how big that is. I think about, well, if you look at the cover plate above it, it's about 4¼ inches, maybe. Yeah, 4¼ and maybe a little bit, and like 10.5 centimeters wide, and that's the longest sentiment. And of course, if you don't use the shadow die, then you can arrange the sentiment in a different way because they are not attached to each other, the words I mean, so you can achieve different looks. These small tiny dies I prefer to put on the, on the shadow. So these two, I don't know if these two smaller cards I showed or not, but I have them in a process video. So every 15 or so minutes, I'm gonna drop a process video so you can check all these cards, how they were made. If you have any questions, just drop a message or leave a comment or send me an email. I'm happy to help. Thank you very much for watching and happy shopping. Bye bye.